But anything that you do seriously, anything that you do with vigor, anything that you do sustainably or that you sustain, you need emotional strength for that. You need your emotions focused on that. And that came out in earlier presentations, especially the one on investments, where more than 2 people made reference to the fact that your vision, what is important to you, is key to what you do in investments, or should be key. And even later when it came to the real estate, so much was said about the jurisdiction you play in and your personal connection with it. In other words, your emotional involvement with what you do. So emotions cannot be put aside. They can be sorted. We can select one or the other, or a small complex of a few for one purpose or the other, but we cannot put them aside completely to do anything. What happens when people lose money or a business collapses? That can be a terrible blow to people. Terrible. And we know that many in this country and all over the world do commit suicide when that happens, if they believe the loss is irreparable and can't be compensated for. However, such defeats are turned around by some, and they use these to build strength and gain insight. And some of the most successful people are the people who have failed the most. But they put a different frame around failure. They didn't regard it as failure. They regarded it as feedback. And as a result of that, their experience was more palatable to them. They could learn from it, they could stand up again, and they could move on. And so the ability to put a frame around our experience is also a feature of emotional intelligence and can make a tremendous difference when it comes to whether we think we have failed or whether we're just learning a harsh lesson. Then there is emotional intelligence in investment decisions. Greed and fear are 2 of the most powerful drivers in investment. Greed frequently makes people overconfident, grasping, and as a result, they tend to make bad decisions. And fear does something similar. Fear makes people too conservative, makes them withdraw from possibly good projects, makes them afraid of taking risk. And so greed and fear are the 2 bugbears of good investors.